Huddle Up Podcast. It is Wednesday, July 20th, and we're glad to be back with you, rounding out the final series of our off-season episodes. Football is just around the corner. We will be back live weekly starting August the 23rd, Tuesday, August the 23rd, as we kick off a new football season. We are looking forward to that. So make sure you subscribe on all podcast platforms as well as YouTube, and follow us on social media at Huddle Up Podcast on Facebook and Twitter. You can also get our merchandise over at tpublic.com. So tonight, today, whenever you choose to listen to this, we are tackling this one. If you could bring back one player from any team, bring them back out of retirement, add them to your current favorite team's roster, and get that player back in their prime, who are you bringing back? So EJ, in the interest of time, we ask you, please only stick with one team per sport. We will go through we'll go through the big four sports. We'll go basketball, football, hockey, and baseball. But please keep it to one sport. We only have so much time here.
I'll do my best.
So
can't promise anything.
Be a 5-parter otherwise.
I will. I'll start it in basketball. I don't consider
myself. Oh God, really? Wait, you doing that?
Well, I don't consider myself to have a basketball team, so I'm recusing myself from this question. I'm a novice Sixers fan. I haven't fully experienced the pain and destruction that is being a Philadelphia Sixers fan, like others have. So I'm recusing myself from this one. But basketball, Matt, we'll go to you first for basketball.
All right. So for me, for the Sixers, what we would need currently is probably a nice stretch for someone who can shoot from anywhere and play the four. So I am going to take in his prime Dirk Nowitzki and put them on the current 76ers.
All right. Real good. Kyle, do you have a basketball team that you would call your own, or are you abstaining from the basketball?
This is fun.
I'm not going to abstain. I don't really have a home basketball team anymore. Well, a favorite one. I have a home one. I mean, obviously, I'm here in Orlando, in that area. I was a Phoenix Suns fan in the day, but I'm going to stick with Orlando simply because the player I have would be good for any team. He would dominate because of his size and was still apt at shooting threes. No, EJ, it's not Patrick Ewing. It's Hakeem Olajuwon. Has the ability to dominate in the middle and also shoot from distance, would be perfect in today's NBA.
All right. I like that. EJ, we'll go to you. Are you picking Celtics for this round, or
don't do that. Don't do that. We're gonna have words.
Are we starting early, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck you, buddy. Obviously, it's the Pacers, Jim.
As much as I hate the Sixers, man, the Celtics are the worst team. Well, probably the worst team.
Are they your most hated in any sport?
No. Because I at least respect the Celtics to some degree.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But no, any sport's probably Eagles.
But you're a Jalen Hurts guy.
Yeah, but it's complicated. It's complicated, buddy. So we need on the Miami Heat, we need a point guard who's actually in shape. So I'm gonna take my all-time GOAT, Urban Johnson.
Oh, okay. All right. I like that. Let's go baseball for the next round.
Wait, so you really did give up on basketball?
Yeah, I mean, look,
pick Steve Nash and move on. That's it. Like, you know who Steve Nash is, right?
Of course I know who Steve. Look, I'm white. Of course I know who Steve Nash is. But like, I mean, I don't. It's not fair for me to judge what the Sixers.
He just wants you to pick a player that's frisky.
Frisky, yeah.
Oh, there's that word again. We'll have to have a frisky counter for the upcoming season. Just the number of times that he says it. I'll just have to. I'm gonna be like redoing the studio before the new season. So I mean, I might just have to dedicate an entire wall to that. But we'll deal with that when we get there. I mean, here's the deal. Like, I mean, for me, if I would make a pick for like the Sixers, it would just. I would want to bring somebody that I would just want to see. So I would go with like a Michael Jordan. There probably is no purpose on that team, but like, why the hell not, right?
Let's pick the white guy, Larry Bird. Move on. Shit. God,
All right, fine, Larry Bird. Who gives a shit? Let's go to baseball, though. I mean, currently, as we're recording this, I'm watching my Orioles hopefully finish out their 10th win in a row.
Congrats, buddy.
But really, I think that probably the biggest need for this team, and like even with this run they've been on, like there's still definite needs. They're still a young, growing team, but I think starting pitching is probably their biggest need. Their bullpen's been really strong, and their young hitters are coming around. So I'm actually going to go with Randy Johnson as my pick. Big guy on the mound. And had a little legendary night in Baltimore and during the All-Star game one time. So I'm going to go Randy Johnson. EJ, we'll go to you.
Well, I mean, this answer is kind of tough for me. I have two guys I'm looking at here. I like Brandon Nimmo on the Mets, of course. He's having a good year. But God, man, we need bats. My all-time favorite player is Barry Bonds, left field. Also, too, Brandon Nimmo plays left field, so you plug him in there. I'll pull Lindor as a leadoff, and there you go.
All right.
Why not Buckner, EJ? Why not Buckner?
Ask the Boston guy.
Buckner might play into an episode coming up in a couple of weeks, as we'll get to that potentially. So, and definitely one that would have tweaked EJ's interest if a play would have went a different way. But Kyle,
of course.
Baseball. What do you got baseball wise?
I'm not going to abstain here. Okay. I obviously don't have a baseball team, but in my father's honor, since he loved the Yankees, and it would be so perfectly delicious to do it with the irony it would entail, I would pull back Pete Rose to play for the Yankees.
All right.
Because with all the stuff that's going on with gambling that's okay, and he was banned for it, it would be interesting.
I'm here for it, man.
Certainly would. I think that debate could potentially be one we could shelve for next off season, or maybe just a bonus episode.
Save it for the dollars, dogs, and baseball, or
dollar dogs and beer.
Dollars, dogs, and beers.
Which everybody loves. All right, Matt, we go to you. And with the Phillies, I mean, try and keep it to one person. I think at this point with what's happening in Philadelphia.
I mean,
I got one for you. Wait, Mitch Williams.
Oh God, you're not even funny.
Ridiculous.
Pitching hasn't been too bad. Obviously, we could use a stronger closer and not everyone getting hurt. But for me, let's keep it in the bats, baby. Right now, the Phillies need a center fielder, so I'm getting the kid, Ken Griffey Jr. in his prime to man center field.
Dude, great pick.
Nice.
That's one
I like that.
I've always said if he doesn't deal with injuries and things like that, I mean, you're talking.
He's the defined GOAT.
Yeah, home run king. That swing. If you want to teach a kid a baseball swing, just show him video of Ken Griffey. It is the perfect.
And he still got 600, right? He still got 600, right? I think he still got
He's
600.
630.
Yeah.
He's
and
probably like 800 if he's not hurt.
Oh, yeah. Easily, dude. It's unreal what injuries took away from him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to hockey, which I know is EJ's favorite sport. Again, try and keep this to one. For me now, when I put my pick down, the most pressing need for the Washington Capitals goaltending. As we record this, they did address that in free agency today, but I'm going to stick with my pick because if you have the opportunity to bring back the guy who is probably the greatest goaltender of all time in his prime, Patrick Roy, I think that's the smart play every day of the week. So that's my pick for the Capitals. Matt.
God, I mean, what?
I mean, I know it's unrealistic to think that anybody would be. He would probably bring back like Wayne Gretzky's brother at this point with the way your GM is. But I'm letting you play GM.
I mean, I was going to ask, can I just bring back a different GM? Can I bring Keith Allen from the 70s?
You know what?
heyday?
I'll let you handle this question however you wish, sir.
I mean, God, I would take Paul Holmgren back over Chuck Fletcher at this
Wow.
point.
Yeah, that's saying something.
But if we're going players, someone again whose injuries kind of derailed the career, and I'm going to stick with someone who could have finished out their prime in Philadelphia. So I'm going to bring Eric Lindros back just to put some butts in the seat, if nothing else, just to get some people excited about hockey in Philadelphia right now.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Just that was an unfortunate set of circumstances that derailed his career. Kyle, we will go to you with hockey.
It's a shame Ovechkin isn't still playing because I would bring him to the Lightning just to piss Jim off. But
well, thank God he has not retired yet.
I know, and listen, I talk smack, but that's amazing. Like him, Jaromir Jagr, Lindros, all guys that are around for a long time in hockey. That's amazing. But I will. I mean, how do you not pick Wayne Gretzky to improve your franchise? He pulled at least 2 out of the ground. One of them, I mean, what he did with the Rangers and Messier with them reuniting when they were just, becoming to be 120 years old was amazing, so.
Yeah, no doubt. Even at the end of his career, to still be performing at the level he was nothing short of greatness for the great one. So EJ, we go to you.
I mean, the easy answer
and Pro Star, by the way.
Yeah, the easy answer is to probably bring back Mark Messier, man. But I'm gonna go somewhere else, man. I'm gonna bring back Jaromir Jagr. I'm getting 20-something plus years out of this guy. Very durable. This guy was fucking incredible. Like I used to call him the Scottie Pippen, to Mario Lemieux, Michael Jordan with the Penguins back in the early '90s. But that dude was just so dependable, so reliable, and always available. I'm getting 20 plus years out of this guy too.
I mean,
on top of that,
the guy's still playing professionally in Europe at 50 years old.
Wow.
I mean, he's not at this. He's certainly not at the speed that he once was or anything like that. And even today during the free agency, he sent out a tweet that he's still ready to go if anybody wants to take a run with a 50-year-old forward that's a little slower than he was in his heyday. He's still willing to come back. So not a bad pick, obviously for one of the greats. Let's go. Let's now close with football. Obviously, this has always been more of a football show. So
Huddle Up, right?
This is the Huddle Up podcast. With my Cowboys, again, I think we did. There was something similar in one of our offseason shows with bringing anybody from a current team into your current roster. And I said, like, the offense should be okay. Whether it will be for the Cowboys, again, we'll see that in a little over a month and a half when the season kicks off. It should be okay.
Hopefully not.
It wasn't last year when it should have been. We'll see if it is this year when it should be. But I think the big thing with the Cowboys for the at least the last decade or so has been defense. Their defense improved last year, but still has some missing pieces. For me, I'm going with a guy who is arguably one of the best, if not the best, quarterbacks in the middle of the field from one of your favorite teams, EJ, and that is LT. Lawrence Taylor.
No, you can't touch LT, dude.
I just
can't touch LT.
First off, this is my show, and I can do.
Wait, are you drafting with Damian Tomlinson? Because there is no LT on any of EJ's teams.
That's true.
That's a good one, Kyle.
Very good. Lawrence Taylor is a Dallas Cowboy in this scenario. So
with his off-field issues, he'll fit right in.
Exactly. We already.
That's true.
he's right. He fits right in there, especially with the Cowboys when they were in their prime. So,
by the way, he's local around here too. He's local in my area.
There you go.
He
Go
was
get him a
right,
jersey. EJ, we go to you. Whichever one of your football teams you choose to pick with this one, feel free.
Steve DeBerg? No, I'm joking. God damn it.
Len Dawson, you're a Chiefs fan, right? Len
Yeah,
Dawson.
I'm picking which team I want to pick. Which team has the most needs? I don't know. No. I mean, I want to think that Daniel Jones can at least show some upside this year with the new head coach and I don't know, man. God. Quarterback. I mean, I could have said Brady back in February.
Yeah, he's right
That's
off your
gone.
board now. He is
That's
gone.
now. I can't use it anymore. Nah. If he can stay healthy, man. I mean, Joe Montana, obviously.
All right.
Yeah, any quarterback.
You do. That is definitely a position.
I worry about Montana's health, but beyond that, guy's a fucking baller. The guy who's won playoff games in fucking Soldier Field. You know, the guy was as cool as it comes, man. So,
all right,
Montana.
Kyle, we go to you.
Listen, for all that I ripped Notre Dame last week's show, the least I can do is give Notre Dame a little love, and the Niners need a solid quarterback situation. Give me Montana, baby.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't argue with Joe. Matt, we go to you.
Yeah, this is probably the point where I would make it 3 picks for Montana in a row, but I'll change things up just for some variety here on the show. Let's see what we can do with Hurts, give him the season at QB. So with that being said, the other glaring weakness on the Eagles right now is going to be at the safety position. So if you give me Troy Polamalu in his prime with the rest of that secondary, I think that's a very, very solid defense.
A lot of hair.
I think it fits the attitude of the team, though. Yeah, he's a lot of hair, first of all, and he's the kind of scrappy dude, like a middle fielder like Ed Reed wouldn't do it as well as Paul Polamalu would think. I'm glad you picked him out.
I'm surprised, Kyle, you didn't take Steve Bono.
Hey, listen, he went 12 wins straight. I'm not going to knock it.
Or be the greatest,
At least you didn't say Elvis Gerbach.
Greatest third-string quarterback ever, dude. Greatest third-string quarterback ever.
Not wrong.
Montana, young Bono.
Not wrong.
That's pretty damn good.
All right. I think that's going to do it. Anybody have anything else to add for this one? All right.
I'm a little annoyed that EJ didn't stick with his Cowboys, but I like that he's showing off his football acumen.
Matt,
initially, Jim, when I thought that we had to choose players from our team that are retired, I was ready to take Randall Cunningham and put prime Randall on this team and see what that offense could do.
We were robbed of good Randall, and we were robbed of like Randall's peak because, yeah, he had to come back in Minnesota, whatever. But he was like by 991, he was on the way up. Like, he was like arguably top 5 quarterback in the league, and then the knee injury happened, and he went.
Yep, absolutely.
He was so fucking good.
And I mean, you imagine his versatility with the weapons that they have on that offensive receiver
Barnett,
right now, and
Williams.
Solid offensive line to be behind.
And a defense to support any mistakes that might get made, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I almost went defensive backfield. I thought about Ronnie Lott, and I thought about Brian Dawkins just to make Matt mad, but making EJ mad was more fun. So that helped
me off.
That helped balance out the.
This time last year, I probably would have been taking a linebacker too. I'm more excited about what the Eagles are doing at linebacker this year than I think I've been since we had Jeremiah Trotter.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. All right.
I was saying something, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, let the people know anything they need to know about following you, and we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yep, you can follow me on Twitter. It's at 3CT, the letter A. Philly is in Philadelphia, number 8, 3CT affiliate. You can also hear me on Thursdays on 3 Count Thursday and Tuesdays on the 3CT pod, where we talk all things WWE. Really, who am I kidding?
Well, I mean,
it's my show. It's my show.
That's right. See, EJ's finally starting to get it. Maybe one day he'll totally understand. Kyle, let the people know everything going on with you.
Thank you for reiterating why I don't do wrestling. No, of course, I'm Kyle Madison in the game. You can find me on Twitter at the SOTG. Find me on Instagram as the same, the SOTG. Find me on Facebook as the Student of the Game. We're on Facebook Live. You might see the Student of the Game podcast, and if you don't, you'll see it here on this channel. It'll be a good time all the way around. So look out for that on Tuesday nights until the season starts. It'll be Wednesday nights. That should be fun, of course. Also, check out my work with the three-point conversion. I will be doing my AFC South preview there. That will drop late August because they say so. And, of course, my continued work covering UCF sports with the Black and Gold Banneret. We're doing our yearly awards, the Bannies, as they're called. And, of course, the favorite part of my promo section with EJ Christian. That is, of course, my work with Hilarity by Default and Demosthenes Euclid. That's a fun time all the way around. So, hey, check that out as well. My work with A7BN Sports, oldschool101.com.
All right, EJ, let them know.
Yeah, I'm at a point now where I could probably do Kyle's fucking rant at the end now, word for word now. I hear this all the time.
I'm at the point now. Just like where I can go GWSTWLIO for doing your show.
Right? Yeah. Shout out to G, of course. 2 days ago, by the way. Ernest Pickle Podcast on all podcast catchers. You see Matt on there once a year. No, now it's twice a year now.
Twice, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
Doubling my appearances.
Yeah, 2 a year. 2 a year. EJ Christian on Twitter, all that, and that's all I got for you.
All right, you can follow me at Big Jim Sports. Make sure you are following the show at Huddle Up Podcast on Facebook and Twitter. Get the merchandise over at tpublic.com. Subscribe on all podcast platforms, YouTube as well. Again, live shows returning Tuesday, August the 23rd. Until next time, a couple more episodes with the off-season program here, but we are excited. We are excited to be getting closer and closer to football. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and go for the win.